Alright, hey guys, today we have a kettlebell circuit. All you're going to need is one kettlebell for this routine. We have 6 different exercises. You're going to be performing each move for 1 minute each, back to back, no rest in between. Once you've finished all 6 moves, then you'll rest for 45 seconds and repeat for another round. The third and final round, you're going to be doing each move for 30 seconds as fast as possible, no rest in between. Here we go. Let's grab that kettlebell and get started. Alright, I want you guys to make sure your feet is slightly wider than your hip apart. You're going to swing the kettlebells, hips above your knees, back flat, pack your shoulders, neutral spine, pull the kettlebell up and back through your legs. Absorb the motion through your hips. Notice that you see all that hip action where I'm thrusting my hips forward. This is where you should be thrusting with the kettlebell as you swing. You're forcefully putting your hips up. You're squeezing your butt. Right? You're not using the kettlebell in your arm. You're not actually swinging your hands. You're using your hips to force the kettlebell up. Okay, so just make sure you guys are working on that. You can choose to switch at the bottom or switch at the top. Sometimes you'll see me change it up, but once I get my momentum going, I'm usually switching at the top of the movement. Again, if you want to switch at the bottom or the top is usually best because your hand is already up there and you've already forcefully thrust the kettlebell up. Alright, kettlebell goblets, forward lunge. So what I want you to do is grab the kettlebell in the horn position. You want to keep those elbows in, keep your core nice and tight. You want a long, straight spine. You're going to lunge forward, switching from leg to leg, making sure you're not tapping those knees as you go down. I want you to work on your core stability. Again, this exercise in itself will build incredible legs and strengthen that core as long as you get that coordination going. Lunges are great foundational exercises for lateral movement. Make sure you are pushing off with your toes. Notice that you see me pressing back as I'm trying to get back into the standing position. You want to work on that. Push back. Alright, this is the halo. So as you're swinging your arms around your head, you want to keep those elbows tucked in nice and tight. Try not to have your elbows flare out and try not to knock yourself out. Alright, so nice and easy movement. We're going to go around for 30 seconds on one side. Then you're going to switch and go around the other direction for 30 seconds. Again, keeping the core nice and tight, keeping those elbows tucked in, and as you come up you want to make sure you get that tricep work by making sure that arm goes all the way up, over and around. Alright, we're going to be moving to the squat thrust. So we're doing a one-arm squat thrust. This will actually help with your balance, helps with core strength because it creates that instability. So it works on you engaging your core so much more. Again, keeping the core nice and tight. Squat down as far as your range of motion takes you. Make sure those knees aren't going past your toes. Thrust all the way up, come right back down into the squat. You are going to do it for 30 seconds with one arm. Go ahead and switch to the other side. You may notice that the kettlebell is a little bit weird on this side for me because I have on that watch. So if you're wearing a fitness band or fitness watch, you may want to take it off and do this movement. But again, sit back. Make sure you practice in good form, keeping your chest up, chin up, stomach nice and tight, and press and thrust all the way up. So with the KB curls, we are working the biceps, so try to keep those elbows tucked into the body as close as possible. Again, don't let the upper body swing. Notice that it's just my hands that's moving up and down. core tight in everything. I'm going to tell you guys to squeeze it, suck it in, but make sure you're breathing. Make sure the arm is getting all that work. All right, so you're going to keep the kettlebell up in the air. You're going to lift your legs up and down. All right, as you're coming up and down, I want you to thrust the booty and turn your hips to the side. This way you get to work those obliques at the same time. You're going to be moving, probably sliding over the mat. If you're unable to twist your body, just focus on lifting your legs up and down. Again, keeping that core nice and tight and engaged in this movement. All right, grab a quick sip of water. You got a good 45-second break here. We're going to come back and repeat these moves again, back to back, 1 minute each. If you want to adjust your kettlebell to something heavier, you can go ahead and do so. If you feel like you can do something heavy in one movement, but you have to readjust in another, you can do that as well. All right, challenge yourself, push yourself. We have one more round, and then the final round is going to be a burnout where we're going down to 30 seconds, and you're just going to pick up the pace for those 30 seconds.